Tell me if this is you. You're at the point where you're ready to make that big lifestyle change and finally get lean. You have your workout and diet plan set, but in the back of your mind, there's still one question you keep asking yourself. And that is, what should you expect along the way? We probably have an idea of how we want to look, what we're gonna wear, and where we're gonna go once we get in shape. And we put a certain time frame of when this is gonna happen. Whatever time frame you set for yourself, I would increase that by at least 50%. For example, if your goal was to lose 10 pounds in 8 weeks, I would give it at least 12 weeks. As a beginner, you wanna give yourself extra room in case you cheat. Remember, breaking bad eating habits isn't easy, and forming healthier ones can be challenging. Not many individuals can stick to their diet and workout routine. Understand that it's a process, and it may take longer than you originally expect. Allow yourself extra time for the occasional slip-ups and those unexpected social events. Number 2, you have more body fat than you think. A lot of people that start on this journey are excited and motivated in the beginning, which is great. I'm happy for them because they took that first step. They probably even did some research online to find physiques that resemble their own. That way they can get an idea of where they're at in body fat. They compare themselves by taking a percentage they found in those photos and equating that to how much weight they should lose. And what happens is you underestimate the amount of body fat you actually have. So whatever goal weight you have in mind may not be accurate either. Try not comparing yourself to others, as it isn't a good reference. Remember, everyone stores body fat differently. We also have different metabolisms, activity levels, and genetics. Number 3, weight loss will slow down. At the start of a diet can be a great thing because you're still fired up. You're working out, feeling great, and you're seeing the scale drop. It's normal to see upwards of 10 plus pounds dropped in that first week, depending on how overweight you are. This is simply because a lot of the weight that you lose in the beginning is actually water weight. As you get leaner, your rate of weight loss will slow down. So definitely don't expect to lose 10 pounds every week. Weight loss is not linear. There are going to be days where you weigh exactly the same and others where you're slightly heavier. What you need to pay attention to is the trend over a long period of time. This would mean taking the daily average over the course of a week. This will cause your calorie requirements to change. To continue losing weight, you'll have to either increase your activity level through such as walking, reducing your calories, or a combination of both. Number 4, you will get hungry. A natural part of the process is you will eventually get hungry due to being in a deficit. This is because you'll be eating less than your body needs to maintain its current weight. If you're used to snacking throughout the day, then by now you probably know that'll have to change. Start removing them gradually from your pantry or your fridge. By being more active, such as going to the gym and burning off those calories, your body's gonna start sending signals for you to eat. This can be difficult to cope with, as most of us are used to eating every couple of hours. A good way to keep you satiated is to eat higher protein meals. Also focus on eating more low calorie, high volume foods with fiber to keep you full. You want to avoid eating high calorie foods with no nutritional value, such as chips and cookies. I personally make sure not to keep them in the house. Something important to understand is that you must be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. There's no way around that, so do your best to stick to your diet and the results will follow. Number 5, motivation will not always be enough. Motivation is one of those things where when you have it, it's amazing, but it's also very limited. I don't recommend relying on motivation because when you've been dieting for weeks and months, it may not be enough to keep you going. You need to go back to your why. Why did you start this in the first place? Ask yourself, why am I doing this and why is it important to me? What do you gain when you get to this goal? And how's it going to affect your life once you get there? If your why isn't big enough, this is where people find themselves giving up. So remember, don't solely rely on motivation, as it's usually the first to go. Number 6, people will begin to notice your progress. I love this one. It took me a long time to accept. I always thought people were messing around with me. But people in the gym or your friends or family will start to notice the changes in your physique. When this happens and you receive a compliment, use this as positive fuel to keep you going. You might not believe them or think they're just being nice, but it's usually the people around you that'll point it out first. Number 7, staying extremely lean is not ideal. Once you get to your goal around 10% as a male or 15% as a female, you may notice your performance and energy start to decrease. Maintaining levels below this is very difficult naturally. People start to experience hormonal issues such as low libido and low testosterone levels. Keep in mind, we all have a natural set point. Your body's extremely vulnerable at this point. It'll absorb any excess calories you consume and store it as body fat. It's not impossible to get to these body fat levels, but your diet's gonna be 100%. Since your calories are gonna be significantly lower, you're not going to be able to have cheat meals. It's a whole different ball game compared to being at 15 or 20% body fat. It takes a lot more attention to detail with your diet in order to maintain this level of leanness. So you need an exit strategy when your diet is over so you don't rebound and regain all the weight you lost. Along this journey, you're going to notice many changes. You grow as an individual and become a different person. Let me know in the comments down below what made you finally decide to start your fitness journey. We all have our reasons. I'd love to hear yours. Also, be sure to check out the other videos in the cards above if you haven't already. And as always, thank you for your support. I'll see you all in the next video.